right. See if I can figure this out again. See if anyone wants to chat with Bueller. Probably not. It's Friday night. You guys got better things to do. Not me. Looks like we got a couple people watching, and I already got a thumbs up. It looks like I got Jason, DS Comics, Don the Comic Book Junkie, Miss Hustle, all four great people. What's going on, you guys? 5 people. Hopefully you guys caught the reviews from the Batcave that was on a little bit ago. We had a lot of fun in there. There's a lot of people in there, so it's kind of hard to get a word in sometimes. So, but it's well worth it. So, how's it going, Jason? I didn't see much in the chat. I was distracted. And Miss Hustle, how's it going tonight? Friday night. Well, none of these people have dates, just like myself. So, what are we gonna do? Ken Morrissey, did I say that right? Hello, Ken. How you doing? Hopefully you're having a good Friday night. Don, like I said, it's always good to see you, Don. You're awesome. Appreciate it. I need to watch that review on that TV show you were talking about last night. I saw you put another video, so I want to watch it because I've never heard of that show. So should be kind of cool. So I got to take your word for it. So I'll watch it. DS Comics, I have nothing better to do. Yeah, neither do I. I never have anything better to do. It's kind of pathetic. 43 years old, and my bedroom looks like a toy store. So, not exactly date night for Friday. I'm curious if you guys were in the reviews from the Batcave. I kind of want to get your guys' feedback and just let me know what you guys thought, if any of you watched it. Is there too many people in there? I don't know. So, how was your dog, Hustle? DS Comics, yeah, toy store, and thanks for the kick-ass spinner rack. Isn't that awesome? I just like showing it. I tried to show it in my Monday video, the comics, coffee, and comments, but it just doesn't show up well with the green screen. You can see my green screen behind there. It just, with the holes in the rack, it's really hard for the camera to focus the green screen, so it just looked kind of crappy. So I didn't use it. Hey, there's my buddy Captain Canada. He's a local. He's a fantastic kid. He's young. He's getting into comics. So everyone give Captain Canada some love, because it's great to see another generation out there and collecting comics and learning all sorts of great things. And then Reggie, he's in here, decided to put the weights down for a while. Did you guys catch his live stream the other day? He was wearing a shirt with its sleeves on it. There's a first time for everything. I really only watch his live show to see the gun show, and that's what Reggie's show should be called, the gun show. So very cool. We got Nerd Vision in here. Look at all these people jumping in here. Nerd Vision said he thought that was a popcorn maker behind the rack. No, not a popcorn maker. I don't like popcorn. Red Sox fan, how's it going? Hopefully you're having a good night. Victor, he's here, new subscriber. I love new subscribers, and I love old subscribers. I'm getting a ton of subscribers, so I don't know what the deal is, but I'm not complaining. So we just hit over 600 subscribers like a couple days ago, and now we're up to like 610 or something like that. So I'm having fun. But I'll just kind of talk and check out the chat, and I'll show you some of the books I got just today. And I had to get some of my stuff that was in my box that have been sitting there, but I really wanted to get this one. I'm sure you guys probably saw this one. God, it's just such a neat looking cover. The DC really put out some very cool variant covers this week, and they were 1 for 1. So the comic book stores, they didn't have to jump through any hoops to get them. So God, I love that one. Let's see what's going on. Let's see. Nerd Vision, Red Sox, Ken, all these great people. They're all talking. Everyone's connecting, coming together. It's like it's a small world after all, and we're going through on the boat through Disneyland. So that's awesome. I got. Oh, Ken, he's talking about. He said the interview with Shooter was awesome. Ken, you know what? It was such a funny story, man. I go to this Comic-Con, and they invited me to cover the event. It was Cherry City Comic-Con, and it was dead. I mean, I'm sorry, to say that, but this Comic-Con was not great, and I don't think that they're going to do it again. This was the 5th anniversary, and actually the power went out for like half the day on the very first day, and so I left, went home, and came back later when the power came on, and but Jim Shooter was sitting in a booth, and there was nobody around him. Nobody even knew he was there. And he didn't have like any signs behind him or nothing. He was just sitting there with like a binder out. And I recognized him, and I go over there and introduce myself, and he's very friendly. And I asked him, I said, hey, I go, do you mind if I sit down and do an interview with you or talk about some stuff? And he was just totally open. The nice thing is I talked to him the first day, and it was just me. I didn't have my cameraman with me. And so I just kind of was behind the camera shooting him. And the second day I told him, I said, hey, if I come back with my cameraman, will you do an interview, a sit down with me? And he's like, yeah, sure, I'd love to. And so the second day went there and sat down and did that interview. And he was fantastic. The thing about the guy is all I had to do was ask him like a 10-second question, and he would go. He would just go for 10 minutes. So it was really easy to do. So, and it's very comfortable for me to interview him because he's a comic book guy. And some of the other interviews I've done with like celebrities and stuff, I'm very uncomfortable because I'm like, I don't know what to say or ask, but talking comics, I can do that all day long. Anyway, that's that little story. I don't know if you want to know it, but that's what it is. What else is going on here? Look at all these comments. I got 18 people watching. That's fantastic. I got Joker 68. He said, oh, hey, old fart. Come on. No date tonight. Absolutely not. No date Friday night. No date Saturday night. And no date Sunday night. And the rest of the week is extremely pathetic. So, whatever, right? Who else? Gomez, he's here. What's up, Gomez? Glad to have you. Very cool. I got Youngsta Fam. He's in there. Peace. Peace is the best thing to have. Peace around the world. Victor, new subscriber. I already said hi to Victor. That's good. So I'm always happy to get those new subscribers. Like I said, I just wanted to show another book I picked up that was sitting in my box since Wednesday. This is the new Doctor Strange #1. I like it. I haven't looked too much into it. And one thing I noticed is the cover is a little bit thicker paper than the regular Marvel comics. So I like that because I think the new paper that they use for the Marvel and DC comics is kind of thin, and it kind of has that ripple effect going on. So I picked that one up. And there's Tats in here. What's going on? Fellow Pacific Northwest brother. So that's very cool. Don the comic book junkie said his date is already asleep. That's the best date after they go to bed, because then you can have fun. So congratulations, Don. Gomez says, gotta do your contest soon. Thanks, Gomez. I'm looking forward. I love watching the videos, and honestly, I'm humbled by them because I see all these videos, and it's a lot of just great. It's kind of hard to put into words, to be honest with you, but it's just I get a lot of recognition and respect, I guess. I don't know. I'm probably saying it wrong, but I really appreciate it. So for you guys to take the time to do that, it really means a lot to me. So I hope that I put out content that kind of shows you how much I appreciate you guys taking the time to do that. So thank you so much. Just checking on my Captain Canada. Everybody be nice to Captain Canada. He's a young kid. He's like, he's only like, he's what, 14 or 13? I don't know. So be nice to Captain Canada, people. Let's see. Okay, I want to show this one. And Reggie, if you're still there, you got one of these, right? The new Thor #1s, but you got a different cover, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. I got a bad memory. It was dropped on my head quite often. But anyway, that's kind of cool. I haven't read it. I looked at the art inside. Not like a huge fan, to be honest. Doesn't really grab me, so I don't know. Let's see. Edwin, he's in there. That's cool. How's it going, Edwin? I think you just did a video. If I'm not mistaken, let me know if that's right. I'm pretty sure you did. Reggie said, no, I didn't grab that one. Okay, I got that wrong. Must have been some other bodybuilder I was watching. We'll talk about that some other time. I got a Edwin. Make sure. You made that video, so I want to know for sure if you made it. I'm pretty sure I watched yours just a little bit ago. I got this one. The Adamantium Agenda, #2, kind of a cool looking cover. I haven't read the storyline yet. I just liked the way the book looked and thought it was awesome. Thought the Wolverine kind of looked like a little bit feminine, to be honest with you, kind of a lady Wolverine, a little bit. I don't know. Is it just me? It probably is. Comics Relapse. Comics Relapse. How's it going? Welcome to the chat. It's always nice to have more people in the chat. Right now we're at 24. We're going for 25. If we can get 25, we'll shoot for the next milestone, and that'll be 26. So that'll be kind of cool. I think this came out. Oh my God. There's another gentleman in the chat named Damon Lenzen. He says, show your dollies. And yeah, I'll show some dollies. Everybody, Damon Lenzen happens to be my best friend in the world. And we've been friends since the 3rd grade. He's a great guy. He doesn't know anything about comic books, and I take advantage of him all the time. I said, yeah, you should buy this. Anyway, I picked this up just today. It was from last week, but Ant-Man versus the Wasp, #1. So that's pretty cool. This is for Damon Lenzen. Show your dollies. I got this at a yard sale last week, and this Mach 5 car. So it's kind of cool. And of course, I put Spider-Man in there for Reggie because that's all he talks about is Spider-Man. And then the Punisher's hanging out in the passenger side of his best friend's ride. So anyway. Don says he needs a spinner rack. I go, Don, just go look under some lady's house. That's what I did, and I got lucky. So there you go. Comic Lover Omega. He said, hey, that spinner rack is awesome. Yeah, it's very cool. You know, I don't know if you guys knew, but I don't have the base for it. I think I threw that away, and I probably said this before, but I think I can pretty much, I have an old microphone stand, and I think that'll work. So I'm going to go ahead and use a microphone stand. Turn my hat around so you guys can see my baby blues. Comic Lover Omega. That's awesome. Let's see this. The spinner rack is mega dope. Yep, it's mega dope. That's Comic Relapse. It is dope. I want to get I wouldn't mind getting another one. You know, we'll see. I picked these up this week. This is the True Believers, the Ant-Man and the Wasp. That's kind of cool. I like these. They're only $1, and really I only have a couple dollars. So Joker just subbed up Captain Canada. So there you go, Captain Canada. You gotta start making some videos. So Miss Hustle says, new way to display your comics. Yep. It's got, I counted, you got 40 slots on the rack to put, and each rack will hold, when they're bagged and boarded, I think about 6 or 7 books. So, and put those on there. Got this other True Believers one. This is another for the Ant-Man and Wasp movie that's coming out. That's pretty cool. Number 1. Comic Tom, he's in here. He's great. He's another Pacific Northwester. If none of you guys have watched Comic Tom, go check him out. It's comic books, but it's a different take on comic books. It's more news and insider information, and the guy knows his stuff. And I really enjoy his channel, and he puts the work in, and it's well deserved. It's produced very well, and it's just nice to know that I got Reggie down below me in California, and I got Tom up above me up there towards Seattle, and just 2 great YouTubers. So if you guys haven't checked out Comic Tom and you want some professional, good information, he's a guy to go watch. My channel is kind of the opposite. I don't have any good information, and it's more like just having a good time kind of thing. I don't know. Let's see. I picked up this one, the Dastardly and Muttley #1. I don't know. It just kind of looked kind of funny, and it was just sitting in a 50-cent box. And anytime a dog is wearing a bomber jacket, that's pretty cool. Edwin, he asked, can it hold graded books? The rack? No, it can't. It actually won't hold anything more than a modern aged size book. I tried putting a Silver Age and a Golden Age book in there, and you can put them in there, but they go sideways. They kind of tilt, especially if they're in a bag of board. Because those racks were never made to have a comic in there that had a bag and a board on. They're just made to put in there raw. So, but yeah, I can only put the regular size books. Has anybody heard of this one? Bat Bear. This is a independent publisher that my local shop, somebody stopped by and dropped these books off, and I was like, hey, we do these books, and they're obviously taking some liberties on some other character that you might be familiar with, but Bat Bear, and this is #2, Bat Bear with his buddy Super Bear. I don't know if anybody's heard of those. Let me know. I don't think you have. All right, we're up to still the 24 viewers. We hit 25 for a minute, and then somebody said, this is worthless, and they took off. It was probably that Damon guy, because he's a joke. Let me check the chat here. I forgot to see if Edwin answered my question, because I'm very yeah, he did. Yeah, okay. So you did make a video. I remember watching it. I just haven't got around to commenting on. I will do that right after this. But it was a great video. Thank you so much. I was so happy last night because I got a chance to get caught up on my comments, and I had so many ones to comment on or reply to, and I sat down last night and I just hammered them out. And I always try, when I comment, I always try to not just thanks for watching all that little generic stuff. I like to interact with you guys. So I'm sorry the comments were kind of late, but I will always try to comment back to everybody. Actually, I guarantee I'll comment back to everybody. The only thing, and I kind of want to tell you guys this, you guys are probably all aware of that video I did, the I'm pissed video, okay? And it was addressing some things that were going on in the comic book community, and just some things I was kind of that were very upsetting to me. And I'm not going to use any names, and the reason I'm not going to say any names that are involved because I don't want to shed any light on the situation, because I don't think it does anybody any good watching that type of stuff. But so I hope you guys can appreciate that. But that video, the I'm pissed video, really meant a lot to me, and I got a lot of comments on that and just a ton of stuff. And I didn't comment back on anybody. And I just want to tell you guys, the reason I didn't comment is because I really didn't want it to go any further than that. I just wanted to kind of put it out there, let you guys know how I feel, and kind of just drop it, because I didn't want to get into a huge thing, you know, because I care about the community, and I want to be positive, and I want to keep that my stuff that way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that video down this weekend. So it's not going to be on my channel anymore, because that's not the type of stuff I want on my channel. But I did copy all your comments down and paste and put them on a Word document. And so I have them all. I've read them all. And, you know, I might read a few of them in some of my later comics and comments episodes. But that video will only be up for, I don't know, I'll probably take it down tomorrow or maybe tonight. I don't know. But I wanted to let you guys know that's why I didn't comment on them. I appreciate everyone who did. I think there was like 60 or 70 comments on there, and they were all pretty much positive. So thank you so much, everybody who did so. Let me check the chat here. That was a little sentimental stuff, and I don't like doing that. Let's see. King, he's in here. That's awesome. The name is King. That's just plain King. That's cool, man. King. Let's see. That guy's in here. Joker, hey, Bueller, give me one of those Bat Bear books, will you please? I'll pay you for it, buddy. You know what, Joker? You can have them. I don't want them. So I'll just send them to you. No problem, buddy. So they're yours. Let's see. Fogarty 69. He said, "WTF? I want Bat Bear books." Well, I only got 2, man. So I just promised him the Joker. If I didn't, I'd send you one too. But they are by Bear Claw Studios. I don't know if you've ever heard of those. I've never heard of them. But and I think they're older too. They're not like from last year. So Bear Claw Studios. Trinity Entertainment. He's here. He was just in the reviews from the Batcave with me. He's great. Trinity, I'm kind of asking people what they thought about the show we were in. I want to get some feedback, you know, maybe if they want us to maybe do something different or add something, you know. I think that's kind of cool. I think the more response that we can get, the better things are. So that's kind of cool. Let me get up there. Captain Canada's still doing okay. Looks like nobody's pushing the boy around. That's good. Don, you going to the flea market in the morning? Yeah, you mentioned that on your second to last video. So is this one you've been to before and had some success at? Let's see. Gomez, the show was chill, missing the wingman. Gomez, are you referring to Yef? I'll show you another book real quick. I picked this one up. I think it glows in the dark. So that's kind of cool. Dead Man #1. It's probably not worth anything, but kind of a cool. I can't wait to turn the lights out and read it. And then they had Dead Man #2. So that's awesome. Got that one up. Trinity said, I'm actually going to be selling some shirtless bear fighters tomorrow on Legends. That's kind of cool. Andrew Callie, how you doing? K Andrew CAI. Well, how's it going? Anyway, I got picked up this other Wolverine book. This is 171. So that's kind of neat looking. I promise you guys, I'm not going to delete this stream like I did the other one I did. So this should be pretty cool. I felt like an idiot doing that. Here's Wolverine 174. So that's awesome. Hey, I want to ask anybody if anybody out there is wrestling fans. I'm a huge wrestling fan, and another channel that you guys are all familiar with, the Great Legend Show. He's a huge wrestling fan as well. And we were just chatting a little bit ago, and we were talking about possibly doing in the future like a live review of pay-per-view. Like there's a pay-per-view this weekend, TLC. I think, yeah, WWE TLC. And we're talking about going live after the pay-per-view and kind of doing a review of the wrestling matches and stuff. So if you guys would be something you're interested in watching, the Great Legend Show, he's always entertaining, and he knows how to keep it going. And we're both huge wrestling fans, so I think it'd be kind of cool. I asked him about it. I asked him how come he hasn't done one in a while, and just time. Those pay-per-views on WWE now, they seem to be like 7 hours long. I don't know, Jesus. So if you guys want to see that, it sounds like we might do it this Sunday night after the TLC pay-per-view. It's not set in stone, but we might do it. Dark Avengers, he was in the reviews from the Batcave as well. He was a special highlight guest of the show, and they had a great package about Dark Avengers and their show and their content. And they've been around for years, man. I can't imagine them doing YouTube comic book things for that many years. Luckily, there's new comic books every week, so you're never out of things to talk about. So, but they were great. I was so happy to get to kind of talk to them and introduce myself and give them the praise that they deserve, because they put in the work and they deserve it. So awesome. Check out their channel. Like you don't know it already. I'm sure you do. Comet Reaper, you're gonna make me cry, man. He says, R.I.P. Ultimate Warrior. Even though he was not the greatest dude, what a moment in time when he sprinted to the ring. God, that guy was just awesome. And what a sad ending to his career. It couldn't get any more depressing when you think about it. He finally makes amends with the WWE. They invite him to come and do the Hall of Fame. Has a great speech, all that good stuff. Comes out on Monday Night Raw the next night. First time he's been in a ring for how many years? 20 years at the WWE. Does this great emotional thing, talks about, every man heart beats its final beat and breathes his final breath. And then he leaves and he dies. He literally dies like hours later. And I thought it was a joke. I literally thought it was a joke. And because he looked good, he didn't look like he was out of shape or nothing like that. And his wife and his daughters were in the audience. They're crying when he's in there, and then he just died. And just the saddest, thing. It was such a great thing to see him there. And then they did the tribute thing to him the next week, and it was just like, wow, what a shame, man. What a shame, because I would have loved to see him just be a great ambassador coming back into the wrestling world and stuff. It would have just been awesome. Anyway, he got me all emotional thinking about the Ultimate Warrior. Now I'm kind of depressed. Jesus. Let me see. This Exile State Comics, he says, what's up, everybody? Everyone's having fun. It's Friday night. There's 21 people in here. That means there's 21 people that don't have a date, and I'm one of them. Let's see. Looking at here, Dark. Comics. Relapse said Warrior was just so full of anger for so long. You know, that guy. He was an emotional guy, man. He was pretty high strung. You know, he got his name legally changed to the Warrior, and which is just, you know, maybe he wasn't working on all cylinders, but he was definitely a lot of fun to watch. You know, I mean, his wrestling wasn't that great, but he was just a ball of energy. My favorite match of his was got to be the I can't remember what WrestleMania match it was, but it was the retirement match between him and Randy Savage. And what a great match. That was probably one of his best looking matches. And obviously when you have Randy Savage in there, he's dead too. Come on. They're all dead. Stupid. But that was a great story. The ending, Miss Elizabeth comes in and knocks out Sensational Sherry and hugs the Macho Man and forgives him for all his sins. Come on. Good stuff. This is a comic book channel, not a wrestling channel, but you know what? They go together. They really do. Let's see. Just kind of looking on here, looking at some other chats. Everyone's talking. I can't keep up with this, man. I'm not very good. I hope I get better. Talking about Monty Python. Monty Python, Holy Grail. It's good stuff. Watched that in high school. Watched it many times since. I still have it on VHS. So, kind of cool. Dark Avenger couldn't say it better. He says, "No worries, Bueller. I do games and comics. Comics bring all the mediums together. They really do. I've been kind of amazed by the crossover. Gaming and comics kind of go hand in hand. Let's just be honest. And then when you pull in the wrestling, there's a lot of cross. People really like that as well. So really, you know, those are three of my favorite things, and that's really why I'm single. But I would love to just do something involving all three: video games, comics, and wrestling. And I'd like to do something on basketball, but my basketball days are over, so I'm okay with letting that go. So all about comics, late night crowd, love it. Yeah, you know, it's the late night, no date night crowd. So that's what we're here for. How's it going? All about comics. Glad to have you. We're up to 21 viewers. If we can get back up to 22, I think my buddy left. Let's see. It'd be nice if Jeff was around, but he's on vacation. He just got done working, so he's not around. I'll show you another book. I picked up some Wolverine books. I mean, they're nothing special. You know, it's number 505 Wolverine something. This head's in the way, so I can't tell what it says. Here is number 3 of 5. That's kind of cool. Kind of reminds me of one of the early Image books. They did a lot of close-up of faces and stuff like that. That Crazy Comic says spam, 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 bean, spam, and spam. That's you can definitely tell they're single, just like myself. Let's see what else is going on here. I got a Superman book. It's just his feet. That's all you need. So I don't know. I thought the cover was pretty good. But then I got this book right here, and this book, Superman 2004, or number 204, came out in 2004. And I did some research on this book, and this is the number 1 selling book for that year, which is just kind of amazing when you think about it. This is the number 1 selling book for 2004. Looks like Tat's thinking about taking off and getting some sleep for work. I don't blame you. I don't work, so I don't need no sleep till Brooklyn. So have a good one, Tat. It's always nice to see you in here. I got a Cyborg number 2 of 6. I don't know. It's a neat looking cover. I'll pick that up. I kind of wanted to talk about something that I got my 500 subscriber contest going on, and that's, that is what it is. And I think that'll end next week. But I'm thinking about doing a new show. Joker said he's going to hook me up with his cousin. She's pretty good looking. I'd go out with her, but she's my cousin. I'll steal a line from George Costanza in Seinfeld. What position of softball would she play, my friend? So let me know that. So, but anyway, I was kind of talking about a new show I was thinking about, and it's going to be called Comic Book Thunderdome. And it's going to be I'm putting it together, and if you guys have any comments, let me know what you think. But like I said, it's going to be called Comic Book Thunderdome, and it's going to be fan-driven and vote-driven by comments and stuff like that. And basically what I plan on doing is like a March Madness type style elimination with certain comics. Like, I'll give you an example, like, and let me know if you think this is kind of cool. But like, this is the top selling book for 2004. So what I'm thinking about doing is like taking the top selling book for the last 16 years and doing like a elimination. So every week there's a new round, and you vote which one you like better, and finally we get down to the final one, and it's winner take all type thing. So, and basically we can do it in many different forms, different artists, different storylines, all that stuff. But it would be driven by comments that people say, like, yeah, it's I like that issue better, or that cover better. So it's kind of cool. I don't know. I'm kind of still trying to piece it together, and I'll have some graphics and stuff. Maybe, I don't know. If any guys like that idea, you probably don't. I'm probably thinking like an idiot, but something I'm thinking about doing. All About Comics says that makes you my 500 subscriber king. Hey, way to go, King! You became All About Comics 500 subscriber. That's awesome. Excuse me. I'm still trying to get my viewers' choice voting up beyond 9 people. So, it sounds like maybe something you've kind of tried that before, Dark Avenger, and it just didn't do that well. It's something that I'm still just trying to think about and piece together. So hopefully I can make it somewhat entertaining, and we'll see what happens. I don't know. Maybe it'll sink like the Titanic. Cyborg number 4. Just got this one. Nothing special. We'll jump over here. I got Wonder Woman. This is a number 1 Wonder Woman. I don't know. It's like my second Wonder Woman comic I've ever owned. So King said, sub to Bueller. Yeah, sub to Bueller. Sub me up. Subs, whatever. Here's this one. This is Steam Craft. I've never even heard of that. Anybody familiar with that one? So that's kind of cool. Here is X-Men number 25 with that little hologram thing on there. I don't know, nothing special. I got this book that's just beat the heck. Look at that. That's all coming apart there. Looks like Jeff ate it. Number 122 of the Justice League of America. You know what? I'm not a condition guy. So you guys can see this book. It's just beat up. I don't care. To me, it's good enough. So If you got books like this, do you don't want them? Hey, let me know. Let's see. I got some of these Justice ones. These are kind of cool looking. I just like the covers. Back up to 20 viewers. That's always good. Look at that. Justice. He's on fire. Kind of cool. I like it. And look at the comments here. People are talking to Don, talking to Joker. Red Sox fans, does anyone have a Planet of the Apes comic from 1970s? I don't. I wish I did, but I don't. It's kind of cool. My books are falling. I thought I had a newer Planet of the Apes one. I got this guy. Remember this guy? How do you say that guy's name? Cam something. I don't know. Anyway, that artist is kind of cool. I like it. He likes the JLA cover I showed. Yeah, I like those. It's a little toasty, like you said. Let's see what else is going on. Let's see. Everyone's asking about dogs. That's good. Nice. Let's see. What's the oldest book I own? Or I don't know. Crazy Comics. Is that for me? Hey, how's it going, Crazy Comics? The oldest book I own is probably, it's an old Superman book, and I don't know where it's at, but it's from the 60s. I know that, early 60s. So let's see. That issue is where we need Comics with Bueller. How did you come up with the name Comics with Bueller? That's a good question. Actually, somebody had just asked me that today. And so Bueller, we all know Ferris Bueller, okay? So the name, my gamer tag, as a matter of fact, and I've had my gamer tag on Xbox for like 7 years, and my gamer tag was Bueller, and it just kind of stuck. And I don't have a middle name. My parents were very lazy, and they didn't give me a middle name. And so I kind of adopted the middle name Bueller. So that's kind of where I came up with it. And then the Comics with Bueller, I thought it was catchy. I liked it, and it's worked out really well. And, because the Bueller, the only other reference is the movie from the 80s. So, but it's nostalgic and it triggers something in your brain. And I just like saying it. So that's kind of where the name came up with. C Wood, he's in the house. He was in the reviews from the Batcave as well. He's fantastic. I thought you were on the West Coast, C Wood. I don't know why I did. It would have been cool if you were, but apparently there's only like 2 or 3 of us over here, so it's not a very big community. Let's see. Who Dat Comics and Movies? He said, "Damn, another live show. What's up?" I was just kind of, on the West Coast, it was only like 9 o'clock, so I was like, let's. I might as well just do something, and because I don't have anything to do. My kids are old. I don't have many friends, so I figure I might as well jump on here and give this live stream another shot, because the last one I did, I deleted. So. Okay, so Joker says, my cousin never played softball, but she played volleyball. Hey, volleyball ladies, traditionally, taller ladies. I'm a tall guy. I'm 6'4". So athletic. I'm the opposite of athletic. So it's like the yin and the yang. So yeah, let me know, buddy. We'll see how that goes. I'm always looking forward to disappointing yet another woman. Let's see. Don, he wants to send an act of kindness to Joker. because Joker's awesome, and he deserves acts of kindness, and he deserves our support because Joker's a good guy, and he's been around for a while, and he preaches positivity and goodwill or whatnot, and so Joker, he's awesome. I talk to him all the time. He knows that. I talk to Don too. Dark Avenger, he said that After Midnight Club. That's pretty good. So they didn't last week on the show that we were talking about names, and we talked after the show. We're talking about, I came up with the Midlife Crisis comics, and we all liked it. We thought it was funny and stuff, but I'm kind of glad that they didn't go with it because honestly, it's not, it's too nichey. It's just like, oh, what's that? And obviously, if you name something, you'd want something with a broader appeal, not something with like an inside joke. So, but I like the midnight thing. That's kind of cool. Edwin said, anyone on here use Key Collector Comics? I just downloaded it last night when I was sitting on the toilet. Come on. I haven't used it yet, but I'm gonna probably use it. But I do use, there's one called Zap Kapow, and that's on Apple. And then there's another one, I have it on my phone, CLZ Comics. And I like that one. That's more of a database for the ones you have and the ones you're looking for. It really doesn't update you for new stuff or anything. Edwin says, love the app. I actually just subscribed to it today for a little extras. Yeah, I think it is. You have to pay for it to get the full thing. Is that right? Comics Bag 22 said, I thought your actual name was Bueller. If you want it to be, you can call me whatever you want. It'll be our little secret. Let's see. Symphonic Elk, he's in here, and that's awesome. He's got his own business cards now, which are just fantastic. I love them. I saw him on his channel, and he's got front and the back. He's got his little elk thing. It's so cool. So I've been thinking about getting business cards, and actually my buddy Damon, who was in here earlier, was supposed to design them for me, and he never did. And I really wanted to have them when I covered the Wizard World Comic Con to hand out the people the contacts that we made. So maybe next time. King says Comics with Bueller, cool man. It's a good name. Yeah, I think it is. I think it's a good catchy name. And you know what? Maybe I'll go the Ultimate Warrior way and legally change my name to Bueller. Let's see. Area 51. He's in here. He's fantastic. He's got some fake Transformer toys that all have the same name on the box. I love that video. It was just fantastic. I think you paid like $9 for them. I wouldn't mind getting a hold of a few of those, because I like stuff like that. They're just kind of goofy, So, and you made a comment. You said something in that video. You're like, I want to make sure it says made in China, and then you said last time I said that some guy thought it was a racist, and it was some tattooed dude or whatnot, and when you said that tattooed freak or something, I don't know what you said, but yeah, I was rolling. It was so funny. So Area 51, that was a great video. Who Dat says, yeah, this brings back old times with midnight shows. I love midnight shows. I loved, not YouTube shows, but, I love the, you guys ever watch that Joe Bob Briggs Midnight Movie Theater? I probably got his name wrong. Joe Bob Briggs, is that right? Or some combination of those. But he showed old movies and sci-fi movies and stuff, and he was just a character. I used to love watching that show, man. There was actually one movie on there that just kind of reminded me of something, and I didn't catch the name. I've been trying to figure out what it was, and I hardly remember any of it. So, whatever. It's West Coast, Beast Coast. I like that one. Hey, Mr. Out. Hey, Don, my friend. Gotta run, guys. Later, Bueller. Okay, Trinity, take care, buddy. It's good hanging out with you tonight. You got, it looks like I think you're doing that auction tomorrow, which is very cool. You got some cool books. So, Trinity, take care. Get some rest. Get ready for tomorrow. Junkie After Midnight was the you know what. That's really cool. I never saw it, or did I see it? I don't know. I think I saw it. I haven't seen a live stream from you in a while, and I asked you about it. And I wish you were still doing them. Canadian friend, Area 51. Yep, he's our Canadian friend. I love Canadians. They're the best. Canadians are by far, and no, nothing against us here in the States, but we tend to get a little offended and kind of mean sometimes. But people up in Canada, I don't know, maybe it's something in the water. They're the nicest people in the world. You can tell them their house is burning down, and they're like, okay, that's fine. Hunter, he's in here. Hunter, he said, good evening, brother. Hunter, it's nice to have you in here. Another one jumping in here and having a good time. Another person that doesn't have a date on Friday night. Let's see. Just kind of checking the chat here, guys. I'm well behind. And Who Dat says, I used to watch your late show, Don. Yeah, Don, you need to get back on there and do some more late shows because I like watching those. Dark Avenger says, I have way too many comics to list on the site. I just keep them in my noodle. That's a pretty good noodle. Very cool. Let me show a book. I haven't showed a book for like 5 minutes. It's just a book. It's just Justice number 7. Another great looking cover with Hawkman. I got to meet the actor that played Hawkman on that Legends of Tomorrow show, and he was okay. Didn't really do anything for me. A nice guy. Let me grab a couple other ones here. I got this one, the 6-pack Section 8 Dog Welder. What the heck is this? Number 1 of 6. Does anybody know what this book is? It's got a dude with a welding torch trying to weld a dog. So anyway, kind of interesting. Let's look at here. Let's see. Comics Bags 22. How's it going? He said, I wish Wizard magazines were still a thing. Yeah, I love those things, man. And Area 51 did a video on. He got a bunch of them, and he showed a bunch in his video, and those are just fantastic. And he was talking about the art on the cover and stuff, and the fold out of the magazines, and it's just really cool. So if you haven't seen it, go check that out, or maybe you guys might even be talking about it. All About Comics. He's got to go shopping for the wife. QVC is calling you, man. So hopefully you get some good deals. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. Comic Relapse says CLZ is kind of the greatest, especially if you're going to a Comic Con and need to know whose comics you own for getting signatures. Yeah, I like that app. You know, I think it's probably the one I go to the most. Area 51, he loves the spinner behind me. Yeah, that's the spinner from the video, the feel-good video of the day. So that's still there. I've chatted with the lady a couple times. I actually chatted with her last night. She's just great. So Billy Joe Bob, I think they were like drive-in movies. Yep, that was it. That was the one. And it was he would, every commercial break, they'd cut to him and he'd talk about the movie for a little bit, and then they'd cut to the movie, and he was a character. He used to make like guest spots on like Married with Children, I think. So but yeah, I used to love that show. Who that says, Bueller, you're killing it. It was great doing the show with you. Hope I can get on there again. Yeah, it was awesome, man. I had a lot of fun with you on there. I've interacted with you a little bit on your live shows. I like watching them and stuff. And I like your information on your movies and stuff, because a lot of times I'm not up to date on current things. So I kind of leave that up to you guys to fill me in, and then I put my little spin on it. So anyway, it was awesome hanging out with you, man. Red Sox fan, he's taken off. This is a few minutes ago, so he's probably already gone. Red Sox fan, thanks for joining in. I watch your live things all the time. They're a lot of fun. Canadians are disastrous. Is that what King just said? I don't know, man. Canadians, they're good. Them that are be good people. They be good people. Canadians are alarmingly polite. They are polite. They're just they're like, it's bizarre coming from like maybe a place like where I'm at, where they're not, people aren't like polite, and then interacting with a Canadian, and it's pretty cool. So not that Americans aren't polite. Everyone knows we're not polite. That's what our thing is. I'm just kidding. Hello from New Zealand, Kyle Waka. That's awesome, man. New Zealand is awesome. My sister and her husband were there just like a month ago, and they had a great time, and they sent me all these pictures, and they did the whole Hobbit thing, you know, and where they did the Lord of the Rings movies and stuff. They toured all that Hobbiton. Is it Hobbiton place? It was awesome. So I love New Zealand. I'd love to go there someday. That's top of my list of places to go. JLS Comics, he's in here, or they're in here. He said hola. I don't know. Are you Hawaiian? I don't know, or whatever. So that's cool to have them in here. Let's see. I have to go as well. Thanks, Huda. You know, good luck on the auction. Hopefully you get a bunch of money for your cool books, because you got great books. Let's be honest. All the stuff I've seen you show puts my stuff to shame, man. So make a lot of money to buy more books, right? Okay. And Edwin, he's taken off. He's finally got to go to bed, and his little profile picture has a lady in it, so I'm assuming that's probably his wife. So he's got a date tonight. So Edwin, thanks, man. I appreciate you coming and hanging out with me on a Friday night. Hopefully I can see you again soon. And thanks again for that video. And I'll be putting my comment on there real soon. Okay, buddy? Thank you. Let's see. We got Undisputed Frost. How are you doing? Hopefully you're having a good night. I think you're local as well, too. You're in Oregon as well, right? And kind of Kyle Walker, he's loving my live shows. You know, I try to entertain and keep a smile on my face, And I'm just a happy guy in general. And I don't drink, I don't smoke, and I don't date. So whatever. Afro Fro Boy, he's in here. He's that's actually Jeff's brother, little brother, and he's a pain in the butt. Me and my family are having an argument, and we would like your input. Who would win a fight, Black Widow or Batman? I'd say Batman. I would go with Batman because, but he shouldn't hit a lady. He's never hit a lady. So after thinking about it, Black Widow, because Batman would just like sit there. So Black Widow. Let's see. Comics Relapse said, sorry, Bueller, I gotta go check out Kyle's channel because he probably has a New Zealand accent and you don't. I can only do with what I got, man. And I can't blame you one bit because New Zealand accent is top notch, my friend. So more power to you. Go check him out. Go check him out. Let's see. King says Bueller's live streams are tight, and that's what we like to do here. We keep things tight. So thanks, King. Got Undisputed Frost. He's saying hello to everyone. Area 51 spinner video was the best. I was so sure you were going to get arrested. Area 51, I think I told you that I was nervous. I was fully prepared for that lady to say, get the heck off my property, you crazy. And the best thing about it was when I told her why I was there, she remembered that her husband had seen something underneath the house that said comics. And because of that, she was like, oh, this guy's got to be legit. How would someone know that? So it worked out for the best. I got my spinner rack. And, like I said, I've contacted her a couple times. She's a very nice lady. And, she's actually grew up in the area. And she looked familiar a little bit. She said I look familiar as well. So we probably run into each other. Let's see. Bueller, Copeland Jagger, first appearance, hold or sell. That's from Mike O. How's it going, Mike? First, that's the Peter Parker one. I would hold it for now and see how that show is received. The new show that just came out. If the show runs and the show you might have to wait a little while. But if the show runs and then you see it's picked up for a second season, then that's when it'll probably hit its peak as far as value. So hold on to it for now. It's not a tremendously spendy book. So, I would hold it for now, wait and see how the show does, see if it's picked up. If it is, then you'll probably be able to get top dollar for it. Let's see. Sorry, whole video now. Miss Hustle. U.S. French Canadians are the best. You're from Canada, right, Miss Hustle? I'm pretty sure you are. I know you are because you're nice, and Canadians are nice, and Americans are nice, but not as nice. Let's see. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get caught up, and I'm well behind. I'm like 4 minutes behind. I got to get better at this. Undisputed Frost said, what are accents? That's typical America right there. What are accents? Accents are those cool sounding voices that aren't American. That's what those are. Don says, I love mute girls' accents. To each their own. At least you're never going to win the argument. So, that's cool. Frost says, "Yeah, I'm having an amazing night, and yes, I'm in Oregon. Yeah, I figured you were, man. So I think I asked you before, but I just wanted to double check." Hello is hello in Hawaiian. Yep, that's right. I gotta jump up here and get up to date. Uh, Mike, I don't know if I think you heard me as far as the hold or sell. Like I was saying, I'm kind of behind on here. But like I said, I would hold on to it um, until after the show is over and see what the response is. Frosty, he said, Oregon. Where in Oregon are you? I'm right outside of Portland, just a little suburb outside of Portland. Like downtown Portland's probably about 10 miles away. So pretty much just been in the Pacific Northwest my whole life. Stay off the trail, you get dysentery. Is that the Oregon Trail? Uh, and Kenny Kyle Walker said he got the first beta rebuilt today. That's pretty cool. So what book was that? Remind me of what book was that? Don said he just made his 666 video today. You might want to hurry up and just make another one, just to be safe, you know. So just jump right ahead and go straight to 667, Don. Actually, we'll wait. We'll let you do it right now. You can come back in like 2 minutes. So that'll be all right. Yes, Frost. That's what I thought you were by Tat and Eugene. So I'll be covering the Eugene Comic Con there. So that should be pretty good. That's not until November, I think. So that's kind of cool. So I want to show another book, and we're dying down here, folks. It's getting kind of late. We got less than 10 viewers, so apparently everyone's getting tired of looking at this, and I don't blame them. So, but I wanted to show this Green Lantern one real quick. This is number 1. It's kind of a neat looking cover. Can't show this on my comments show because it's green and it wouldn't show up. Here is Green Lantern Sinestro Corps number 1. I got this also. I think that's pretty cool. Sinestro Corps number 1. Got that. So that's pretty cool. I got this Justice number 1. So I like that book. I like the art on there. It's a lot of fun. This was 50 cents. Like 50-cent books. Frost says he'll be at the con and Rose City. Yeah, I'll be at both of them. I got invited to cover Rose City for them, so I'll definitely be there. And I got invited to do Wizard World in Boise, so I'm covering that event for them as well. And I just haven't filled out my paperwork for Eugene to cover theirs, but I'm pretty sure it shouldn't be a problem. So that'll be a lot of fun. But I'm usually pretty busy at the cons, filming and all the events and stuff. So it's last time I covered the con, I was just exhausted. I didn't buy any books. I was just filming and interviewing and doing stuff for them. So, Area 51, he's taking off. Later, all got to fly. Enjoy the show, Mr. B. Area 51, one of my favorite guys. One of my featured channels. So if you guys haven't watched his channel, I'm sure you have. Everybody's watched Area 51. Come on, you guys, great. Go watch it. He puts stuff out all the time. So it's awesome. Let's see. Frost said, Eugene is lame, but I go to support. I've never been to the Eugene Con, so I'm looking forward to going. I got some buddies that live down there, so I got a place to stay when I go. I want to go check it out. So hopefully it's pretty good. So I don't know what to expect, but I guess I'll find out later this year. I think you had said one time, Frost, did you know the guy that puts on that con? I might be thinking of someone else. If so, let me know, okay? No, not Eugene from The Walking Dead. Here's Justice #2. That's kind of cool. Nice, like a Riddler cover. Dr. Eugene Porter, yeah, Dr. Eugene Porter. Come on. We got Batman Streets of Gotham #1. So there's that one. And then I got Justice Society of America #1. That's a neat looking cover. I actually got 2 of these out of the 50-cent bin. Okay, it was Tat that knows the guy? Okay. I knew it was one of you that was talking about it. And he was on it. That's the guy who did the Ink Masters or something like that on one of the cable networks or something. I'm probably getting that wrong, but you probably know what I'm talking about. Gene Paul. Gene Paul. Oh, it's a if you guys don't know, that's a Beatles reference, people. But anyway, how's it going, man? It's good to see you tonight. I know it's kind of late, and I'm probably going to be wrapping this up in the next couple minutes. I got Batman and Robin #1, Eternal. I got this one. I don't even know what this book is. It's called Skin Graft. Are these any good? This is #1, The Adventures of a Tattooed Man. So, I don't know. Pick that up. Everything's good, my man. Everything is good. Here is number #1. There's another one. I got 2 of them. So, whatever. No, Kiss. It's Kiss. It's late. The blood is going away from my brain, so I got that wrong. Anyway, whatever, right? Let's see. I had some other stuff I wanted to show, but I don't know where it went. All right, guys. I think I'm going to call it a night. I just wanted to jump on here and do another little live thing. You know what, Frost? It was good to see you in the chat. I know that we kind of interacted a little bit last week, and I just want to say it's all good, my friend. I wish you nothing but good things ahead, and there you go. So anyway, guys, I think I'm going to go. Thanks for hanging out tonight. I might make this Friday night thing a regular thing. I don't know. But I appreciate it. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and stop broadcasting and not delete it. this time. So thanks for coming. We'll see you soon. Don't forget reviews from the Bat Cave Friday nights, 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 3 hours ahead on the Eastern thing. So check that out next Friday. I'll be on it. A bunch of other people. It's a lot of fun. Okay, guys. I'll see you later. I got another video coming out in the morning at 5:30 in the morning tomorrow. So watch that. It's Father's Day special. Happy Father's Day to everybody out there that's a father. You guys are great. All right. Later, everybody.